back to this. So our recording. We're in the middle of our call. Sorry, guys, for who you're just getting on this call. Welcome to the Go Team Coach call for the last day of August. And we just covered a whole bunch about setting up your promotional strategy for, actually not too much. We did cover a little bit about promoting your challenges. So thinking ahead and not waiting to the last minute is going to make a big difference. So the more you have a little bit more strategy in a marketing plan, the better off you're going to be, okay? And we gave this example of our monthly challenge calendar so you can look, if you're promoting whether it's a 6-day or 21-day, then you're able to make sure that you are going to invite far out enough so you're in good shape. Now, let's open this up just a little bit further. Ladies and gentlemen, how many months are left starting tomorrow? So including that month, how many months are left in the rest of the year of 2015? Okay, so there's 4. So not anything magical about that. So we got a third of the year left, September, October, November, December. Guess what? Unless, in my belief, unless Jesus comes home or comes back and changes that, those 4 months are going to pass, okay? We're going to have 4 months. There's no surprises in that. September is going to be October, November, December. There are opportunities in each of these months. And as a team, we're going to start to look at helping you better promote your challenges, okay? This is one of the areas where I have some skill in this, and I can help you as a whole promote your challenges better and try to help you capitalize on things maybe that are going on in culture. So maybe in culture speaking, October might be what happens in October, guys. What kind of things are happening in October? Shout them out in the chat. What's going on? Obviously the big one. No one's gonna type it. It's gonna be that. Oh, thank you very much. Candy corn, candy apples. We got Halloween. Okay, so Halloween's a good one, and there's an option. There's a potential really good opportunity right there. I would say specifically as it relates to like a 6-day. Bam, that'd be a really good day. Hey, you just got done with your eating all your candy. Let's recover from that. That's awesome. Maybe you had a Halloween parties or whatever, or something like that. So, and you can kind of promote in October for the after Halloween party, something like that. November, of course, we've got Thanksgiving. An option. I know Claire, did you do this last year? You can open up if you've got it. Did you do a 3-day refresh after Thanksgiving last year? If you're there. Claire.
Yes, I did.
Awesome. And yes. Did that go pretty well for you?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it was the start of my getting my posts, squared away.
Okay.
It was good.
Yeah. So having, especially after that deal, guys, man, if you can, offer that, it's a really, really great opportunity to say, hey, after Thanksgiving, we all need it. And you can admit it from your personal point, and I'll talk about that in a second, that you can, get something like that. And then, of course, Christmas, a little harder. I would just recommend if you're going to do something in December, do it on the early side and keep it short. Keep it short. So, you could do literally, I don't know exactly how the calendar lands. I haven't looked that far yet specifically at this point. But that's my task this next week, is to really start to lay out my challenges moving through the end of the year. So the beginning of December, whatever is soon that first Monday, so we can get them through a challenge before Christmas hits. And, it's called Survive the Holidays. And a lot of people want to just even survive or maybe even thrive during the holidays. Because the truth is, I think coaches, we make a lot of excuses sometimes during that time where we go, the holidays are coming. No one wants to buy anything. So I'm just going to pull back and I'm not going to invite anybody. That's the opposite of probably what you need to do during that time if you want your business to still thrive and grow. To minimally be hitting Success Club during those months, okay, is you're going to have to probably invite more, be that much more clever in helping tell your story. And maybe you've got pictures from past. Maybe you got a picture of you from a Christmas in past, because everybody takes pictures around Christmas, to show a before and after of you at Christmas before, and now dress yourself up in your little elf outfit and whatever, and you got a P90X shirt on or whatever. That's a fun way of promoting a challenge. And so you're actually creating some interest into helping tell your story, which leads me to specifically this, guys.
Just real quick, Dan, one thing I just wanted to toss in on the December invites.
Yes.
Is December, everybody is distracted. I mean, people are going and binging on cookies, and they've got gifts to shop for, and there are family things going on. There's all this stuff going on. But everybody also knows that hibernation ends in January. Everybody wakes up and they get out of their blood sugar coma, and they come around and they're like, wow, now I want to get fit and I want to work out and I really want to get started, right? So the best thing is to continually plant those seeds all through late November, December. Even if you're getting crickets, people are seeing that stuff.
Yeah.
And we'll just keep putting it out there so that there's no doubt when they're ready to jump in January, they know who to call. They know who to reach out to, and they will.
Yep. And I remember initially when I set out to do this, guys, is that I wanted to be in my sphere. I set this goal when people were going to think about health and fitness and finally getting in shape, that my name would be in the top 1 or 2 on their list in my direct sphere of people. So if they're actually serious about doing it, I want my name on the top of that list. And that's because I've been consistent enough about adding value, 1, and then telling my story, 2, and then showing results. Okay, we're going to get into this right now. So this is very, very critical, guys. So here we go. So content as it relates to your challenges. So whether it's social media, email, you're doing video, blog, I don't know if you've got a blog, anything that you're kind of putting out there. It's really, really critical, guys, in this to make it personal. Okay? As a coach, you are not Planet Fitness. You are not Gold's Gym, I don't know, whatever else out there. You're not Weight Watchers as such, okay? You're not the big thing. You are a independent beach body coach. If you don't tell your story, you then just kind of become part of this bigger beach body company that people really don't have that much knowledge about. Maybe they do, maybe they don't, okay. But the more you can tell your story, the less people can argue with you, okay? So if you tell your story effectively, and it can be literally as short as I went through 6 days of a 6-day reset and I got some results. That's as quick as that story can be. So some of you think it's like, oh man, I don't have a great transformation. Oh, I didn't go through 90 days of P90X. Oh, I don't know if I can. No, sorry. If you just 21 days of your 21-day fix program, that's less than a month, and you stuck with it, all the more reason to be a product of the product, right, guys? Is because you can get that transformation and have that story. Say, hey, I lost 7-8 pounds or whatever, and I lost X amount of inches. That's compelling. You don't need to have the 90-pound transformation to inspire people, okay? People want real. People want doable. So 90 pounds for some people is so undoable that they just don't even understand it. They can't even comprehend it. But 10? Okay, I can do that. So make it personal. Then really specifically, and I'm going to give you just a quick one. I just saw this on Melanie Mitro's blog this morning or today. The phrase, do not be afraid, is written 365 times. Reminder from God to live every day being fearless. So she related this to specifically stepping out with, and she's doing PIO. She knew, I think as Superstar Diamonds, they even get further notice about the sales that are coming forward. So she already started promoting PIO ahead of time. You can check out the blog. You can check out the blog on it. It's very, very MelanieMitro.com. Really great stuff, and it really helps tell her story helps tell the reason why she's doing this specific group at this time. Okay, she'd done Insanity Max 30. She'd be done, 21-Day Fix Extreme, all these programs, and she wants to kind of to stretch out all of that. And so anyway, but making it personal and pictures speak 1,000 words. You guys know that. Claire, I just talked to you a little bit about that specifically. And the more we can have, and you don't have to be crazy selfie person every moment. I know some of you are not comfortable with that, but truly, guys, just being real, people relate to people. And if you just are taking pictures of food and TV screens and workout shoes and stuff like that, that only goes so far. It's great to see your face every so often. Jay Schubring, I think you do a really good job about that when you do post your pictures, and you put a little bit of text on there and stuff like that. Any hints on that specifically as it relates to social media? Yeah, videos too, Tyler, of course.
Yeah, I think the app on my phone that I use is called WordSwag, which makes it a little bit easier. I think all too often we get tied up in, how do I make it look cool? And before you know it, you've burned 3 hours looking at Photoshop stuff or trying to get text things, and just keep it simple, right?
Yeah. And the cool thing, what I found, so I use one called Phonto, Phonto. And the cool thing is what Phonto does. So if you notice that picture on the right, that's my wife, Lisa. And so the 21 Day Fix logo, it looks pretty cool, right? It's like the actual logo, and it's kind of set there, and it's got a little bit of a shadow on it, which is kind of cool. So it sets it off from the background, and then I've got my branded logo down at the bottom. The cool part of what Phonto does is if you search the 21 Day Fix logo on Google and you find what's called a PNG version of this, okay, and you save that on your phone, Phonto, when you layer that photo on top, so that's what I did. I took this photo of my wife, and then I just layered this photo, or that photo, which is from Phonto. I layered the 21 Day Fix, another photo on top. It layers it nicely and clean like that without the white box around it or a black box around it, which would look weird in this, okay? So some of you design-wise are looking for that. There are photo apps that do that, okay? And that's saving, so when you do layers like that, saving the PNG version of a given thing. And generally how it will look, just so you know, if you're looking for that image online, is it'll be a checkerboard background behind it. It'll be gray and white. So if you like kind of hit the image and you see it has the gray and white behind it, that's usually a PNG. Okay, if you find it, that's just a little tip. All right, so back to your content, making it personal, and then also, guys, making it consistent. Okay, so if you are starting a clean eating one, like you're gonna do a 6-day, my suggestion to you is as you are heading into this, and if you listen to, again, I'm using this is back to some of Melanie Mitro's stuff, but she's so great at it. That's the thing. She's just consistent month after month after month after month after month, and she's got a million dollar business now because it's just consistent month after month, and she doesn't quit. She just keeps going. It's the next one. It's the next challenge, and it's the next, and she's the next promotion. So many of us, guys, I've seen some great posts from you, but I'm going to just say this specifically, is that you need to keep going. So it's like, often it's like you'll be good for a week or two, and then it's like, I'm like, oh, where's so-and-so? They were doing so great. What happened? Oh, life hit, right? So having a plan actually helps you drive your content, because then you're not so much like worried, oh my gosh, what do I have? How am I going to do this? Like if the clean eating thing, back to that. If you have specifically, then what you're going to do, maybe the 2 weeks prior to having to do that, you're going to gather ideas all over social media. You can check on Pinterest. You can check on, you can search Facebook if you want, I guess not as much, but like maybe finding some things on YouTube. Just search Google in general about clean eating. Find some tips and start to offer that as value and saying, oh, look, you don't have to mention the challenge in the beginning. You can start to talk about your own journey. Like, as I've noticed, like the more clean eating, this would be an example. Let me give you this one for specifically that I still haven't told this story, but I'm going to tell it. I'm in my family, I tend to do the shopping for our family. Okay. So Lisa's she's like laundry cooking. I do like the shopping side of things. So I'll go out and do the shopping on Fridays. And what I've noticed, because particularly in Aldi, we're Aldi people, but then also the other places we go, my shopping cart has literally transformed in the last 4 years. Okay. Because I've done it that whole time. And as it's just gotten as progress. And so this is like clean eating as a process rather than like an instantaneous, I'm eating, cheese curls and pizza rolls. And then now I'm eating broccoli and quinoa. It doesn't do that, man. It's generally a process of people developing habits over time. Now I'm in the spot, like I never eat white rice anymore. It just never happens. I don't do it anymore. I don't brown rice or a quinoa guy. That's what we do. But then like, as it relates to like the processed foods, this is important. So like, I don't eat boxed stuff anymore. Like very rarely am I making a box of anything. So when we're putting stuff in my cart, I'm like, there's like very few canned goods. It's mostly fresh. We got meats and it's fresh vegetables is a lot of what I'm doing. And I can tell that story from complete honesty because it's transformed. And that's what starts to get people poked. They go, oh, wow, that's really cool. Like it's a process and it's not like I don't have to like change everything right away. Well, yeah, the 6 day. Well, so the 6 day reset thing that he's going to, that eventually I talk about is a step in that direction. Hey, maybe you're looking for just some new ideas to get you moving in that direction. Like I mentioned in my post the other day, might not be a bad idea. You see, so that's where I'm just kind of giving you some ideas when it comes to promotional strategy. Okay. Jay, anything else? We're running out of time. I always do. I'm so sorry. I just get passionate about a few things.
Nope, good stuff.
Okay.
Hey, I have something real quick.
Go, Claire.
As it relates to fitness, you and I, and Stephanie, or whoever, we work out all the time, and we're always, hardcore. I mean, you don't start that way. It's hard to tell someone you can go to from the couch and just walk, or this is a simple workout, and I kind of struggle with that a little bit, trying to just put myself in their shoes and see where they're coming from, because you don't come so far.
It's really hard, especially and I've been be honest, at my fitness center, sometimes it's that place I forget because we just do the workouts and we've been so consistent over the years that when a new person comes in and they're doing cardio for the first time, maybe in like months, maybe even years, oh my gosh, dude, it hits them like a truck. I just experienced it over this morning. We did body combat and I had not done cardio really strong since probably a week ago. I've mostly been doing strength workouts and then some yoga stuff because I'm learning body flow right now. And I came back to cardio with body combat. I was toast. I was in bad shape. And I'm like, so again, another story that I could potentially tell. So I totally get where you're at. If you hate cardio, the problem is you've not made enough progress enough days in a row. So this week, try to get 2 days, just 2 days of 10 minutes in or whatever, something like that. So, yeah. Anything else, folks, for that? That's good. All right. Applying what we learned real quick here. Little kind of calls to action. Okay. I want you to consider for this month, what are you going to do? Obviously this coming month, which I mean September. For the following month, maybe start to think about that far ahead. What's your next challenge? What are you going to do? And how are you going to promote it? What are ways and things that you're going to do specifically now as it relates to the people you reach out most to, and then start promoting ahead of time enough so you don't have to like do the last minute Hail Mary pass and hope that somebody signs up for your challenge. Okay. Set a goal for September. Be part of it. Either be part of a challenge or lead your own. Okay. Very, very good stuff. All right. So guys, remember, coaches are everyday people doing extraordinary things. I love that slide. I'm going to keep that in there for a while because it's just so good. Next week, you will have extra time to make your video that we talked about earlier in the call. So as a reminder, real quick, to those of you who the recording we didn't hear the beginning because I forgot to push record, is that we are going to be doing that coach video, welcome video to our new coach training, and we need you to submit your video final video by Tuesday, the 8th of September. We want to make sure we get that set. So we've got that, and there's a Dropbox link that you can send it to. It's awesome, really good stuff. But next week, you'll have extra time to record that because there's no call next week, okay? It is Labor Day, so please enjoy your Labor Day with your family, and we want to just make sure that you're spending that time with them because busy coaches also need family time, don't they? That's why we do this, because some of us are working to get more family time. That's the idea, right? So the next team call will be on Monday, September the 14th, okay? And it will be awesome, and we may have some news by that point about our coach training, which will be exciting. All right, guys, thanks so much for listening, and we will see you on the Flip Flop. Have a great Labor Day. We'll talk to you guys soon, okay?
See ya.
See ya. What do we got? Anything? Why not? I can feel something.